What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Juggernaut097, and today I'm here to do my Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania spoiler-free review. So this is gonna be my spoiler-free review. I'm not gonna be spoiling anything from the movie. And those of you who are new to my YouTube channel, normally I do wrestling. I do wrestling videos. I do wrestling reviews on my channel. I'm normally a wrestling content creator, but I wanted to switch it up a little bit. I want to do some different things on my YouTube channel, because everybody loves movies, and if you don't love movies, then you're kind of lying to yourself. Because everybody likes movies. They all have their cup of tea, what kind of movies they like. So I'm gonna start doing some movie reviews on my channel, and my first movie review that I'm gonna be doing is Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. And if you guys see me looking over a little bit, I have some notes over here. I wrote down some notes so I can stay on topic a little bit about this movie. And I'm trying to not spoil so much about this movie. So if I spoil a little bit, I'm sorry. You guys can, log off. If I spoil a little bit. But yeah, this is my Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania review. There's a lot of consensus about this movie is like people didn't really enjoy this movie that much, or like there's a lot of negative reviews about this movie. But overall, I actually thought this movie was okay. It wasn't great, it wasn't bad, it was just kind of in the middle. People, if you're expecting to get like a Avengers Endgames, Avengers Infinity War, or like Civil War, you're going to be very disappointed. Because, this movie, is, starting phase 5, This is kind of like a chapter 1 here. Kind of like seeing like things to come in phase 5. Because, we already have King, that's our main villain. Kind of like our main goal in this movie is like kind of like setting up to get to the Avengers King's Dynasty. That's what this is basically setting up towards, seeing things to come in this next phase. So like I said, if you're expecting to see, or if you're expecting to get if you're expecting to see a whole bunch of like stuff from like Endgames, like Infinity War and Civil War, you're going to be very disappointed here. That's all I'm here to tell you that right now. But overall, like I said, I thought this was a decent movie. Some pros I have from this movie. I thought Jonathan Majors, he did he was fantastic through this movie. And I know that, Jonathan Majors, he was in, the Low-Key show. And people are saying, oh, should we be watching these Disney Plus shows? I mean, it helps out to watch these shows, but I mean, you don't have to. But like seeing some more layers of him grow here is like seeing, how he is, like how Marvel portrayed him in the comics. You see how he is here on the big screen. I like it. So that's pretty cool here to see how he is going to be through the rest of the phase 5 in the MCU. Is going to be cool. So Jonathan Majors did really good. I really enjoyed that. Paul Rudd, he did what he normally does in these Ant-Man movies. He did some pretty decent acting. He was kind of, did try to be really comedic in the movie. And he's all about family in this movie here. Especially, towards Cassie and stuff, which it kind of goes to my next point in the movie. We had Cassie being played as Catherine Newton, which she made her MCU debut in this movie. Which it was seeing that dynamic between Paul Rudd and Catherine Newton here. They really had some really good chemistry with each other here in the movie. Catherine Newton, Catherine Newton or Cassie, she was very, it seems like she was kind of like rude to her father. She was kind of mean to her father throughout the movie, and maybe that was due to the fact that Ant-Man, or Paul Rudd, he was in the quantum realm, for 5 years, so she was without her father for 5 years, so that's something there. Michelle Pfeiffer, she also did some, did some kick-ass stuff in this movie, which was really good. MODOK, being played as Corey Stahl, was really good. Being played as Corey Stahl was really good. For people fans that are hardcore fans of like the comic books of Marvel, I think they will really enjoy seeing MODOK, and I think he was made to a T. The way that they portrayed him on the in the movie, he was made to a T. So props to Marvel for doing that. That was really good. Some negatives I would have to say about this movie are, I wish we would have saw some previous characters more, that we saw in the first Ant-Man and Ant-Man 2. I wish we would have saw some more previous characters brought back, like Jimmy Woo. We saw a little bit of him, but like I wish we would have, like I said, I wish they would have capitalized on, bringing in some like previous characters. So that's one mistake I thought they did. Also, there were some points like in the movie that were like really corny, or like they tried to do some jokes where they shouldn't have had jokes. So that was another negative in this movie. Like when they were trying to be like really serious, like when they had some like big fighting battles, like they tried to be like really corny. I really wasn't a big fan of that. Like I said, the visuals are really good. And also, if you guys are wondering, like what this movie like is about, so basically, Janet, she, she was in the quantum realm for like 30 years, and Kang got sent down there because, he wanted to get, he wanted to get a big win. He wanted to destroy the universe. Just like Thanos did. And because we had Janet, she wanted to go be back up with, she wanted to get out of the quantum realm to go be with, to go be back up with Hope and Hank. And like I said, the only reason why Kang wanted to get out was to get one big win and destroy the universe. So Ant-Man had to help out Kang here. He needed the help of Kang. I mean, no, Kang needed the help of Ant-Man. So that's that a little bit there. So that's basically what this like whole movie is about. Without spoiling anything. Like I said, I thought the movie was okay. It wasn't, if like I said, if you're expecting a lot out of this movie, you're going to be very disappointed. And, this is just, kind of like the start of Phase 5. This is like a chapter 1, of this movie here. So, overall, it was an okay movie. The acting from everybody I thought was pretty good. There were some funny parts. I found myself laughing at some parts in the movie. Some comedic parts. But overall, there were some points, like I said, that were very corny. And like I said, the visuals, being down in the quantum realm was really cool. And being down in the quantum realm was like really cool. I mean, there's a lot of comparisons this movie gets made towards like being like Star Wars, or being like, it really reminds me of a lot of that new movie, Strange Worlds. And really reminds me a lot of that movie. Yeah, Stranger Worlds. I said Stranger Worlds, but it reminds me of Stranger Worlds. But overall, I mean, it was a good movie. I definitely, if you guys miss out on this movie, you guys won't miss out on a whole lot. But I feel like they played this movie pretty safe here. In my opinion, they played this movie pretty safe, and it's gonna be definitely interesting to see where they go in the future here with the next MCU movie, which is the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which I never really been disappointed by the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. So that's gonna be pretty interesting to see those movies. See the next Guardians of the Galaxy movie. But I mean, I recommend checking this movie out. I don't think it was as bad as some people say it was. People say it was garbage. No, I really want to say it was that. But like I said, it was definitely a chapter 1 movie that sets up what's to come with the next MCU movies. Because, they're not going to be getting rid of Kang here. Because, like I said, we're going to be getting the Avengers Kang Dynasty. We're going to be getting that, which that's going to be the big next, endgame type of movie. So we're going to be getting that, which is in 2025, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so that's going to be coming. Or maybe 2024. I can't remember. No, it's 2025. But yeah. Hopefully that was my Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania review. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed. This is my first ever movie review, and there's going to be more movie reviews to come here in the future. I'm going to be doing a Creed 3 review, which Jonathan Majors is also in that movie as well, which I didn't realize that. But now, yeah, Jonathan Majors is in that movie as well. He's in a lot of movies this year also. We also have, I'm also going to be doing a review for Scream, the new Scream movie, which I'll probably be doing that with, I'm probably going to be doing that movie review with, Kickin It with Leo, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, overall, it was an okay movie. Like I said, wasn't great, wasn't bad. It was just okay. It was in the middle. Like, it was okay for what it was. But overall, I mean, there was like a lot. There were some good positives about this movie. Like I said, I really enjoyed the acting from everybody. Jonathan Majors, Paul Rudd, Michelle Pfeiffer, Catherine Newton, and also seeing, being introduced, to like all these characters down in the quantum realm was like really cool. And then, like I said, the negatives I had to say about this movie were, the corniness, being with some of the jokes, at being placed at the wrong points. That'd be another negative, and like being, not having some of the characters, like that we saw in previous movies. Like I said, that's another negative. And or like a con about this movie. And what would be another con I had about? There was another con I had. Oh no, another positive I had about this movie was we had some really good choreography. In this movie, I thought that was pretty interesting. Like what some of the big fighting battles we saw. I mean, kind of the wrong movie here. Jonathan Majors. Kind of seeing what we will get in Creed 3, kind of the wrong movie here, but I kind of see where we were going, and so that's another positive. And like I said, the choreography, some of the fighting scenes, and like with some of these characters, like it doesn't seem like they contribute very much, but then they kind of contributed quite a bit more, which was pretty cool. But overall, that was my Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania review. And you guys can go follow me on all my social media platforms. You guys can go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheTrueJSB. As well as you guys can go down in the description and go subscribe to all those other YouTube channels down in the description. But yeah, that was my Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania review. And also, I'm going to be doing some trailer reactions on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to be doing some of those. So, this is my first ever movie review. So we got more movie reviews to do in the future here. And I'll definitely be getting better at these movie reviews, to say the least. Hopefully. But yeah, definitely go down in the comments. Tell me what movie reviews that you guys want to see. Maybe I'll review them. Maybe they already are out. So yeah, definitely go down in the comments. Tell me what you guys want to see, and also, go, hit the like button. Hit the like button, for more videos. Maybe I might do a spoiler review if you guys want to see that. Maybe I get a certain amount of likes. Maybe I'll say maybe I get like 10 likes on the video. Maybe I'll do a spoiler review. So this was my non-spoiler review of Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania review. And this is your boy Juggernaut saying peace out, and I will catch you guys in my next video whenever that may be. So peace out.